4,000 blocks away from my home, 31 levels to my name, a backpack full of seeds. This is where we're going to start. Season 2 of Cobblemon. My goals have been explicitly stated in the previous episode. If you don't remember them, they are catch 6 Pokemon with unique types, cook a lot of food, have a lot of fun, which is both cool and good. I should probably start growing something to eat. I want to keep this structure. Oh, I can sleep through this. Get struck by lightning. And some Pokemon trampled one of my berries. And I don't know which one it is. So this is just gonna make me getting unique type Pokemon that much harder. Basically right now I'm just grinding wood and slowly expanding this stone platform, which I plan on building a storage system or maybe a house. Because I've got a bit of a problem growing over here. There's a little boy here, and I want to go get Pokeballs because I want this little boy. So we'll craft our first Pokeballs. This is a terrible first catch for a fishing-based challenge. He's going to be with everything we fish up. Well, we have him. He is ours. You might be wondering, hey, you've got 6 Pokemon of a unique type on your team. Hey, you've got cookies and pumpkin pie. You've got... you fished up 10 pufferfish. Surely you're having fun, right? Chat, let me tell you I've been having more fun than I've ever had in my entire life. But not for the reason you think. I came to the realization not too long ago that it doesn't matter how many diamonds I have. It doesn't do me any good unless I can get a really good fishing rod. Because I've been on a quest, you see. This fishing rod, Unbreaking 1 Mending, it's great if you want to waste an hour of your time catching 10 pufferfish. It isn't good, however, for catching literally anything else. Those 13 fish, I haven't cooked any. I'm not allowed to eat fish I fish up. I'm only allowed to eat things from that Pokemon drop or that I grow. So, I needed a better fishing rod. And how do you do that? Well, you have to enchant it, of course. Well, how do you get enchanting things? Well, you have to fish up an enchanted book. And that wasn't happening. So I decided to go underground, find something that has enchanted books. And you'll see in my inventory I have one. Because I found a massive cave that had a spawner in it. And outside of that spawner, there was a mine shaft. And in that mine shaft, there was, you guessed it, 2 spider spawners really close to each other. So I spent the last hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, let's not focus on the hours. I spent a good amount of time building a spider spawner. And I'm about to go finish that process right after I set up an enchanter. Oh god, I need so many more books. I'm only going to be able to get minimum level trading. Oh no. Also, I need to build a house, like, soon. Spin canting label. Oh, if I make an anvil, I can mash them together. That'll work. And you know, I'm a guy who has a little bit of iron. I have a little bit of iron, you see. I have a little bit of iron because I found not 1, but 2 iron veins. I have set up a specific box in the PC for Pokemon that I catch on this island. And let me tell you this much. Every single Pokemon here except Frillish was caught either in a mine or, like, it was literally all caught underground. This Slugma spawned in the lava that I've been using to, like, slowly expand the island. Frillish is the only Pokemon that's been caught in the water, and I didn't fish it up. Again, I can't fish yet because I don't have a good enough rod. Wingull, become no longer a Wingull. Give me some leather, pal. Give me 2 to 4 leather. Soul sand. 2, I only need to be level 18, I do believe. But I can get Luck of the Sea. And then if I put them together, I get Luck of the Sea 2, Unbreaking 2. And now I have 1 level to my name. But I have a really good fishing rod. And, if I remember correctly, Breaking 1 Mending. So now, I'm going to have nowhere near enough levels for this. Luck of the Sea, Mending, and Unbreaking 2. All I need is Lure, and that's a god rod, so to speak. I do, however, need 14 levels, so that's going to be my next experiment. Boy, oh boy, it sure is a nice day. Waking up in my house. There's a flabébé on my roof. Waking up in my house. Did my Pokemon get their PP back? They did. Huzzah. Hello. You're level 30. You're strong. I've looked within myself. I've looked around my island. I've made some changes. I moved the structure. I terraformed a little bit. I culled countless Wattrels and Wingles. And I have even orcharified my apricorn trees. And I have come to the decision. Give me one moment. Whoa, new berry. New berry. Cassid berry. We're planting a cassid berry right now, guys. Gang. I've found new life. I found new joy within my life. I have this really cool farm set up. My 3 goals for this island was to get a team of uniquely typed Pokemon via fishing, and I've got a water ghost, a water electric, a water flying, a water poison, a water, and a water dark. I need to evolve my Pokemon, and I'd like to make not a double chest full of each individual type of food, but I'd like to make a lot of 3 pieces of food I decided I was going to farm. And if you remember, I decided I was going to farm cookies, sushi, and pumpkin pie. And you might notice that my chicken farm, my egg farm, is no longer on the property. That's because it produced a lot of eggs, and I decided it didn't need to exist anymore. Hopper. Right there. Bang. And we do that. We do this. We do these. And I forgot. This. Now. Kapow. Ka-chow. Bang, bang. Blah, blah, blah. We got a pasture block. What is a pasture block, you ask? Well, let me show you. Pasture block is this cool little block that you can smack down. And now, these are all my Pokemon. These are all the Pokemon I've caught on this island. And you might say, oh, what do I want to do? Oh, well, let's just tap some boys. There. And check this out. They're just out and about. They're just going to be here forever. And Pyukumuku died. Does he just leave the pasture? It looks like he just leaves the pasture. He returns back home. Yeah. So, with this, I can either populate this island. I can populate the island with the Pokemon I caught here. Or, I can take this team, my boys here, my friends, and I can put them in their own trophy room. Or, because this is a specialized type-based team, I could make a gym for them and have them in the gym. I could make a building specifically for these guys. I can make a water-based building, which I think is awesome because it gives this little mini-episode, this mini-series, which is just 1 episode, a reason to exist. Drop something cool. There's a little voice in the back of my head every time I kill a Pelipper that's like, maybe it'll drop a lucky egg and it'll actually make this worth doing. So that's my little catch-up rant to you. I have been not at wits. Oh, there's a torpedo over there. So yeah, that's my goal. I know I've not been. There's a big jump between where I was last time and where I was this time. That's just because I got sick of sleeping in the wilderness, and my allergies have been killing me. So I'm mining up, ores and such in this cave, and I fished a little bit here, and I found a wind pod, and the most majestic thing I've ever laid mine eyes upon. And a Dratini. I caught Dratini. I caught Dragonair. I caught them both. Yo. And that is why you turn off drown. Okay. That was awesome. Guys, that was freaking sweet.
All right. We now officially have our entire team fully evolved, dual type. What? You're still not dragon type? I'm going to make the argument. You know what? I'm going to do it. Monotypes are worth it. They're valid. Just because he's not a dual type doesn't mean he's not worth it. Can you get off my porch, little friend? So now all I got to do is cook a bunch of food. I am losing my goddamn mind. I have been farming pumpkins, rice, sugarcane to create enough food to fill this chest, and I am about to frickin' lose it. Do you know how many fish? Do you know how many fish Pokemon spawn that actually drop fish? Here's how many: Remoraid for whitefish, and Magikarp for redfish, and Veluza, if it spawns, which is very rare, will drop 2 whitefish. It sounds like my chickens are officially starting to cram themselves to death, and they're not even making that many egg. I disabled my egg farm like 30 days into this because I had like 12 stacks of eggs, and I thought, oh, that's enough. Do you know how many stacks of eggs I'm gonna need to fill up these 18 stacks of pumpkin pie? It's 4 times 18 actually, which I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's like 84. Where did the eggs go? I didn't grab the eggs. I only grabbed all the chicken. Anyway, these are just cabbage and chicken. So the 2 stacks of these is 1 stack of raw chicken, which means I had to run around and moida 64 wingle. I am using kelp for food, and it is so much kelp. These chickens won't stop dying. I'm just gonna leave it in here. I don't need it. Stop cramming yourselves to death. I'm not giving you more room. Sweet pumpkin pie. We're almost halfway done with pumpkin pie. I have all the pumpkins we're gonna need. No, I don't. I'm 5 pumpkins short. Okay, we have all the pumpkins we're gonna need. I might actually take that out because it's driving me insane. I'm gonna have to plant more rice because rice takes forever to grow back, which is why I've decided to use these kelp rolls and not the fish rolls. Because with these, at least every 2 rice gives me 3 food. So it's the only way I'd be able to fill this chest in any amount of reasonable time. And I'm almost done with that. Thank God. Oh, but if I expand the rice field, I'm going to need to use the rice that they grow because they don't give you more than one thing. You know what's beautiful about carrots and wheat and cabbage is when you break it, it gives you something to plant with. Rice doesn't do that. I broke an entire goddamn diamond axe just cutting pumpkins. There. No more pumpkins. I shouldn't get rid of these pumpkin fields. Villagers buy pumpkins. Keep the pumpkin fields. Put the pumpkin fields back. More pumpkins. Infinite pumpkins. We need infinite. There's a Magikarp on the water. I have to go kill it. Oh, and a Remoraid. Each one of these guys I kill give me 2 of the things I need. So anyway, how are you doing? You having a good day? Having a good summer, spring, whatever time of year I can finish this and finally upload it and be free of this pain? Oh, you probably drop a fish. Yeah, you'd be out of your goddamn mind if you think that I was actually gonna use Pokemon battles to collect this fish. I wouldn't be done until 2028. Also, let me know how the audio sounds from this point of the video on. Turns out my OBS has been using the microphone on my webcam and not the lavalier that I bought specifically. So hopefully the background noise is a little bit lower now. You take the rice, and you turn it into cod rolls, and you turn it into salmon rolls. And bada bing, bada boom. I need so much more. Ugh. You can do the math. I need to kill 4 more Remoraid and a bunch more Magikarp. I can take this and the U, and I'm going to need more dried kelp because I'm out of dried kelp, because I'm always out of dried kelp. Because I need to use half the dried kelp I make just to make fuel so I can make more dried kelp. Because if I run out of dried kelp, I'm going to have no dried kelp, and then I won't be able to use dried kelp. Crafting table. All of you. How much dried kelp is in here? 5 blocks? Not enough. 32 dried kelp. You in there. 3 dried kelp. You in there. 3 dried kelp. You in there. 1 dried kelp. Gonna have to throw myself back into the ocean to get more dried kelp. I can't wait to never have to worry about getting food ever again for as long as I play this game, because I'll be subsisting off of exclusively pumpkin pies and sushi rolls. Like God intended. This was supposed to be an island paradise, and I've turned it into an island prison. I had to turn off my damn portal because piglins kept coming out and stomping on my crops. You fool, you cannot leave the island. You can only venture into the water for fish. I literally was like, I had to get all that straw to make my greenhouse on the other side. That was grindy. I bet I have a bunch of rice just sitting in a chest over there. But alas, I probably, if I had known better, I would have scrapped this video idea the second I learned how poke fishing worked. And I realized that wasn't just like, you put the berry on the thing and then you reel in a type of Pokemon of that like type. It actually is just you reel in a fish type Pokemon that has a 10% chance to have a dual type if it's in the pool. Here's a hint. There's no water fire type in the pool. The only water fire type is Volcanion. Volcanion's not in the game. Well, I'll see you in a bit when the goddamn rice grows. Okay. Everybody calm down. This is not a drill. Wait, I don't even... I need the 1. Alright, all the kelp rolls done. Now we just need to worry about the pumpkin pie. And I only need like 8.5 stacks. I've got all the pumpkins I need. I'm getting close to... No, I don't have anywhere near the sugar I need, but the sugar I can use harvest. That means I'm done with you. Alright, we might be on the home stretch. This has been a ludicrously tedious challenge. And it has definitely made me not want to do this sort of event again. You know, where I seclude myself in a location and say XYZ, I cannot XYZ. Because I tell you, oh what, if I could eat regular fish, like if I could just fish these things up, and I have not been regular fishing. I would like to make that very clear. In fact, I'm pretty sure I have like 20-some salmon in this chest from fishing. I have 8, and I haven't used any of them. If I can be very clear, I have made a very good fishing rod. This fishing rod is really good, and I think I've used it 3 times because I was trying to get enchanted books to de-enchant to make my enchanting table because I didn't want to go in the nether and trade with the piglins. Turns out that's just the way you do it. And that's the way I did it. I used like 2.5 stacks of gold, but like there's infinite gold in these hills. And I probably could have set up like, oh, I bet if I had made a bone meal generator with moss that then like harvested it and put it on, was consistently bone mealing a piece of rice, I could have just sat there with a knife and just harvested it like that. That probably would have been smarter. Okay, they're actually starting to produce at a pretty reasonable rate. It's only been like 5 minutes. Dang, double the efficiency. And now I can make 16 more chickens. And hopefully they won't all be cramped to death. We're on Magikarp lookout, and we're on egg weight detail. What a riveting life I've set up for myself. Well, the whole point of this series was to fish. Let us fish. This is what life's all about. This is what this challenge was supposed to be. Also, isn't it crazy that Lantern's electric type because it has bioluminescence, but Illumise isn't electric type despite having bioluminescence? And if you say that, oh, it's because it's a Lantern and that's why it's electric type, how come the lamp Pokemon is Are they saying my island is dirty? I could have farmed enough material. No, I couldn't have. Because I need this rod. Oh, Sharpedo, honey, get back in the water. There it is. Finally. My quest is over. Part of my quest has ended. Have I caught a Magikarp? I actually don't know if I have. I think I've just been murdering them all. Alright, now we just need to find Vision and get the Soul Stone, and then I'll have them all. You can also fish up like prizes with this, by the way. Yeah, see? That would have been helpful 100 days ago. A Finian. I love Finian. Oh, I could probably ride on the back of Sharpedo. I bet it's really fast. Whalmer. Perform crunching techniques. Bite that whale. Ironic, Sharpedo is based off of a torpedo, but it doesn't learn explode, the thing that torpedoes do. Ah, for Lish. You're about 10 levels. No, you're a lot stronger than the one I caught. Mine is stronger than you now. Because of the power of friendship, don't let it be twisted. These Pokemon are my friends. A Chinchou. Oh, hello, friends. 1 second, my good gentleman. By word, I must stop by the armory. Oh my god, that's a good bow. I don't know what these arrows do. But by god, are we gonna find out? Did they despawn? Oh, and a watering trainer. Watering trainer. Let's see what the trading of Waterous needs. I don't think this is the update. No, I know this isn't the update where they'll give you emeralds. You jerk. Yeah. Mangrove would actually be nice. Do I have a single emerald to my name in this chest? I don't know where I got these from, but let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Mantine looks like a Snorlax. You can't tell me Mantine doesn't look like a Snorlax in that picture. They look exactly the same. It shouldn't die from one air slash, right? It's a big pumpkaboo. Good thing there's a second one. Not my ability. Chat, what was my ability? I don't remember. Okay, I have been AFK for what I thought was only a couple of minutes while I edited video. I think it's been a little bit longer because I have way more eggs than I need. So, it is officially time to lay this challenge, this self-imposed challenge that nobody asked for, and that nobody's gonna watch, to bed. Wow. It's everything I hoped for and more. A whole double chest full of full stacks of edible food. And it's on the night of 2/38. So I have 12 days to spare. Wow. I can't wait to never touch a single piece of this food because just simply cooking meat is the most efficient thing to do. I think it's time to head home. And I'm not going to fly home. I'm going to swim home. Wait, are you kidding me? You're not a rideable Pokemon? You're rideable. Okay. Who's the fastest out of you? 83, 65, 80. Wait, really? How are you the fastest? I have no idea how Tentacruel's the fastest, but he is. I heard shiny Pokemon? Where? I heard it. I heard that. Where is it? You guys heard that, right? That was the shiny jingle. Where? Where? Okay. Getting sidetracked here. I'm hearing the shiny jingle, but I'm not seeing a shiny Pokemon. Rude. I heard it twice. Am I going nuts? Did I just get pranked? I guess I just got pranked. It's gonna be a real pain in the donkus going all the way back to that skeleton spawner to grind levels now that I'm gonna be back at my home base. Unless I want to make a new base somewhere else for the rest of this series, which I'm not totally against. They should update the Pokemon riding mod, that way the Pokemon all go 10 times faster. There's a Gyarados. Thank God the Pokemon don't attack you in this mod like they do in the other one. Do you imagine me having to fight off a Gyarados right now? I mean, I have lanterns, so I'd easily be able to do it, but could you just imagine the stress that would cause? Oh my gosh, Poliwag. And a Drowned. And a Kingler and a Krabby and a Krabby and a guy with a fishing rod. And a Remoraid. They drop Whitefish. Huzzah. I guess I can take this opportunity to talk about my plans for the future. Obviously, nothing as restrictive as this episode. This episode was just a... what if I started a new world in a world that I already had? And I'm alright. I got my fill. I think I'm going to use all of the resources I have now, and I'm going to do my best to transform a village. And the village closest to my house is right on the water, so it's going to be a village with a lot of... well, it's going to be a useful village for like getting mending books and getting good enchanting books, as well as to generate a lot of emeralds. But it's also going to have kind of an aquatic theme, because I want to put a water type gym. Man, I could have been home 20 minutes ago if I used the damn elytra. Oh my god, what is his name? Sawsbuck. I haven't seen a Sawsbuck in ages. There it is. My bridge. My greenhouse. My bee shield. I can't see my house because I refuse to cut down the big trees. But look. There it is. My beloved house. Oh. Oh, it's been so long. Oh, enchanting setup. Oh, my home personal computer. You're not supposed to be in this box. You have to... hold on. There's a lot of Pokemon in here that's not supposed to be in here. Wait. That's a Palafin. And that's the evolved form. It evolves from Finizen. I need to catch a Finizen still. So on this trip, I caught 28 Pokemon. Well, this has been a blast. I'm going to run over to the village where I'm going to start. Not start. I just want to see what I'm working with. And I want you guys to see what I'm working with, because I want you guys to be excited for the next episode. So you all subscribe and you refresh your feed constantly to see when the titular Jacob Juice will upload the next part to his iconic Cobblemon series. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Are you telling me, is this for real? Is this island also on a, is this village also on a cutesy little island? Okay, I can work with this. I can make this a water type town. I have a clear goal. Make this town a Pokemon ass town. Make a water type gym and make these 6 Pokemon inhabit that gym. So that's what I'll be doing next time. And I can't wait to get started.